Hey everyone, the Psyman rises back with more deadly premonition to a blessing in disguise.
Agent Jones, that chessboard is still bugging me.
Why is that?
I don't know why, but it just does. You really think he was playing chess all by himself?
He was playing chess with my fairy. Or Zach. York, I mean.
I don't know. I definitely think it's possible.
How?
Maybe he's remembering the strategies an old friend of his used to use. If it's someone he played for years, he's probably capable of recreating their playing style. And besides, Morgan's beaten a Grandmaster before. You know that, right?
I read about that in the Greenvale report.
Even a computer can play chess these days, right? I'm sure that a Grandmaster level player would have no trouble emulating someone else's strategy.
Whose chess strategy is he emulating then?
Oh, Aaliyah. Getting curious now, huh? Here, I'll find one of my favorites for you.
What could that be?
How about this one? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, directed by Robert Zemeckis. It's a fantasy movie that mixes real actors with cartoons, using what we'd call CG these days, I guess.
Yeah, I know that one. It's the one where Michael Jordan plays basketball with all the cartoon characters, right?
What? No, that's Space Jam. It's not even the same director. And besides, that one has the Looney Tunes in it.
Whatever. Either way, I'm not watching it.
Fine by me. You know, you're really lacking in the cute department.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to help you turn a new leaf. I'm your invasive partner, remember?
Why do you care so much? I like myself just the way I am.
No, wrong answer. I think you could use a little more softness. You know what I mean? That would definitely make it easier for people to help you out, you know. You're flawless, intelligent, and charming. All you're missing is some soft spots.
Soft spots?
Yeah, you know, like when people find out a super serious politician is actually a huge comic book nerd. Something like that. You've got to have something. Something you secretly like that people wouldn't expect.
Well, I don't. End of story.
Hey, uh-oh. The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
What do you mean? I just said I don't.
Which means you definitely do. Well, what is it? Come on, I gotta know.
Alright. Finally. The SR Rapper.
So, why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this. Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides, we're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask, go along it.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? Come on.
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab. He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Sang Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So, you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know. But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13, Katrina took him, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty I've been given.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent Jones. I just want to double-check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom, then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel. But he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again. I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death. Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned her here. He's trying to complete something big right now, something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
Not so sure about that, man. What the hell? That's the Clarkson stuff.
What is all this?
Holy moly, man. Holy moly.
Pictures of people from Le Carré. And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale. All the deceased have been crossed out. Sheriff Melvin Woods?
Oh, did he die? Holy moly. How did he die then?
Lise Clarkson? Where's Patricia?
Holy moly.
That's our altar. What are you doing?
Holy moly, man. What the hell's going on? Gets weirder and weirder. Oh, we're back in the past. I wonder how Patricia fits into all this.
York! Agent York! York! Agent York! York! Agent York! Hey! Agent York! Agent York? Hey! Hey, Agent York.
You're Lise Clarkson.
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now. More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
Search for clues at the altar. Alright then. What will we find here? Let's talk to Patricia first.
What else have you seen on that sci-fi movie channel?
Agent York, why are you asking me that?
Discussing movies is one of the most basic forms of communication in our country.
What time period do you live in?
It's always been that way in every era. In this country, all dialogues always begin from films.
Ugh. Says who? You're making me sick.
Sick?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I know just what you need to do, Patty.
What?
Tell me what other movies you've seen on that sci-fi channel.
Ugh. You're so annoying. Fine, fine. I saw this one movie where a pretty lady and an old guy fight, and they were both robots.
Ah, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. 2003, directed by Jonathan Mostow. I knew you were an Arnold S. fan.
Oh, you said it again. Oh, whatever. I'm not a fan of his or anything, okay? He just happened to be in it.
So, what did you think?
I knew of the name Terminator, but it was my first time seeing one of those movies.
What? You've never seen Terminator?
Well, the first two came out before I was even born.
I know, but come on. It's Terminator.
Boys probably like it, but I'm sure most girls don't give two craps about it. Oh, but I know it was directed by the same person who did Titanic.
Titanic? Oh, you mean Raise the Titanic. 1980, directed by Jerry Jameson. But he didn't direct Terminator. He's famous for Airport 77 and The Deadly Tower. You probably know this already, but The Deadly Tower was based on the 1966 Texas Tower Sniper incident. I learned about it at the FBI Academy in Quantico. In the film, Kurt Russell plays Charles Joseph Whitman, the assailant. He really brought the character to life with an awe.
Oh, God's sake.
Did you notice anything strange before your daddy went missing? Did he seem different from usual, or say things that didn't make sense?
Nope. He was the same as always. We talked a lot. I reckon he was in a better mood than usual. Almost even too talkative.
Zach, she's putting on a strong face, but it's clear that she's very worried. Let's try and cheer her up a bit. What's the best thing to say in times like these?
You don't need to worry about me, Agent York. Let's just focus on the work we have left to do.
Unfortunately, it looks like your parents disappearing is connected with this case somehow.
Yeah, I know.
Melvin seems to love you so much. It's hard for me to believe he would just disappear and leave you all alone. Something must be afoot here. I wish I could tell you I'm sure they're okay, even without any evidence. But I hate lies, Patty. I can't guarantee that they're safe. That's my honest opinion.
I'm trying to prepare myself for it, but I want to hope that they're okay.
Of course. Zach and I feel the same way, but if you happen to think of anything that might help, please let me know. Even the tiniest piece of information could end up coming in handy.
Yeah, I understand. But I really don't know anything. I just feel like I know that Mama's okay somehow.
Meaning?
Even when we're apart, I can always tell how my mom is feeling. You know, like how twins can sense each other's feelings? But that's it. I can't tell where she is or what she's doing. Besides, I'm just a kid. Can't really trust what I'm saying, can you?
Zach, it seems like she and her mother possess some kind of secret bond, but we shouldn't try to force it out of her. Yes, you're exactly right. Let's just keep our eyes on her for now. So, what other movies have you seen on that sci-fi movie channel?
What? That question again?
What did I tell you? In this country, all dialogues.
Okay, I'll answer it. I need to think of a movie that Schwarzenegger wasn't in. Oh, okay, I got one. It's a film about people who travel around the world in 80 days. I think it was a remake of an older one. They went to a bunch of different countries, and there was tons of CG, so it was...
Oh, God's sake. As soon as you aim, it stops the conversation. God's sake. Oh, let's just investigate. Alright, just check the ones that aren't gold first, so we get extra information.
There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here. I bet we could use this to score an amazing stone skipping record. Let's give it a try whenever we get some downtime. For now, we need to focus on this investigation, Zach. The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cutaway. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it. There's some decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plantation. They must have used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. But who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a court. These red seeds keep sticking out to me. But we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zach?
Indeed it is.
These bridge beams have a very unique shape to them. One straight support in the center, reinforced by V-shaped columns coming up diagonally from the sides. Did this bridge always look like this? Oh well, I'm sure it has nothing to do with this case. Let's move on with the inspection, Zach. Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape? This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me. After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here. Just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end. Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities?
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
Holy moly, man. What's he doing there? What's he doing there? Gotta get out of here first. Is there any collectibles? Doesn't seem like it. What does he want then?
You already solved the case, yeah? So go on! Get your ass out of town!
How dare he speak to us like that?
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember? Every feller in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
That was pointless, wasn't it? Pointless conversation.
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The goddess of fertility, Patty.
Who is the goddess of fertility? Oh my god, Papa Shango Hugan again. Right.
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed, yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you ask for. Listen with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal. The entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hungan. Hungan's oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it.
Oh, decryption time.
The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans. We can't just round up every last old person in town. Somewhere, there are 17 comrades who've survived for a very long time. That's it, Zach. The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation. Zach, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this Holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be. Hey Zach, if the Holy Allah needs to be filled, things must be dire. Imagine what would happen if the Holy Allah were to run dry. The townspeople would instantly face multiple serious problems. They'd lose their domestic water, of course, but it would also affect their irrigation and industrial water. It would be a much greater crisis than simply losing the ability to take a shower. No one would be able to make fresh coffee either. We definitely need to finish up with this oracle before that happens. That's it. I never doubted you, Zach. The Holy Allah refers to a water tower, specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue.
Must be.
Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields. Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is? I'm at a loss. I never thought one of Hungan's childish riddles would force me to think so hard. But, oh well. I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
What? Is there something on my face?
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal. So I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
The climax? This is only like episode 3 though, isn't it? So how many episodes are there? Oh, what's that? It's just fishing mini game, is it? I'm not going fishing. Alright, let's go, let's go. Where the hell? Alright, let's go.
We've been in this town for longer than we originally planned, haven't we? Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm used to living out of a hotel, and I love southern food. There are some inconveniences, though. There's no movie theater in this town, nor is there a video rental store. And the TV in the hotel room doesn't get any of the on-demand movie channels. We'll just have to get lucky and encounter a movie being shown on TV. The movie environment in Lucare is no different from that of the 70s, Zach. No, they don't have a movie theater. So I suppose it's even farther back than that. But it's true that these are the times in which one always encounters the best movies. It's always been that way, hasn't it? Think back with me. Remember that hotel in the rundown town near Monroeville, just outside of Pittsburgh? I took a shower, and by the time I got back into bed, it had already started. Time Walker. 1982, directed by Tom Kennedy. I started watching it without any idea as to what it was about, but it instantly got me hooked. The plot highly exceeded all my expectations. constantly revealing shocking truth after shocking truth. It was a hyper-realism masterpiece. aka Professor R. How could such an intelligent person like her suffer such a tragic downfall? Does the South really corrupt people, like Patty said? This sunlight certainly seems capable of breaking someone down. No matter how you try to resist it, it's so hot it feels like I'm burning up. But that doesn't explain it. Perhaps we really do need to focus on the Clarkson bloodline itself. Everything in this town, whether it's visible or invisible, it all carries shades of their influence. Buildings, people, conversations, food, right down to each blade of grass. There isn't anything beyond the reach of the Clarkson's breath. Even San Rouge itself was created by Clarkson blood.
Where we go, where? We're here.
Zach, do you sense that? These trees have watched over this land for the past 300 years. Long before the Clarksons built up their town, these trees were here. If they could speak, I wonder what they'd have to say about this case. Has there always been a different number of trees on each side?
Yeah. I heard that by the time our town came along, there were only 17 left.
Right, what's this then?
A general from the South might have cut one down during the Civil War.
Intriguing, Patty. Why did he cut one down?
I don't know. Folks say he planted a red tree in its place. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
Zach, the shape of these seeds. They look just like the ones we saw at Lisa's altar. Patty, it appears that legend about the red tree wasn't a total lie. The first tree is withered and gone, but the shells from its seeds remain. Perhaps that red tree left some descendants somewhere else.
Oh, Dalmatian. Is that the same Dalmatian in the original game? Okay, I guess.
Zach, he seems to know something that we don't. Doesn't it
Indeed.
seem like he's trying to guide us somewhere?
Indeed. Let's follow him.
What? What's going on?
Change of plans, Patty. Let's go on a little stroll with that Dalmatian.
Indeed, we should. I like Dalmatians. Okay, let's follow. Let's follow. Let's just follow him on foot. Don't want to crash into the Dalmatian. And how long to go, man? Where are we going? Oh, is that a red tree? Red tree. Holy moly. Here we go. Can we stroke the dog? No, we can't, unfortunately. The red tree.
Is this the red tree that General planted?
No way! This is a maple tree.
A maple tree? Then it shouldn't be red at this time of year.
You're right. That's strange. A long time ago, my mama and daddy used to come here together a lot. They told me they used to go on dates here, back before I was born. Mama would make sandwiches, then they'd come here and eat them together. My mama was really pretty, you know. When I was a kid, I believed she was a real goddess. Under the boughs of a legendary tree that stayed red all year long, a small miracle was born. One man managed to win the heart of the most beautiful girl in the world. And they call him Melvin Woods.
Looks like it's time to move on. What a fantastic guide we managed to find.
Indeed, indeed.
He actually waited for us to finish talking before taking us on to the next spot.
How nice of him. Right, where are we going now then? man, this is a long way, isn't it? Where's it taking us? Or should I buy some? How much food do I have? Got quite a few bullets. Good on first aid kits. We're low on food though. Let's buy some food, shall we? Let's buy some food. Okay, that'll do for now. Wait, where's the dog gone? Where's the dog gone? Where did it go? Where the hell did it go?
It appears that we've lost sight of our guide, Zack. Oh well, let's head back to the last tree.
Oh, you gotta be joking, yeah? Oh man, you didn't tell me.
Why do you think the Clarksons chose a dragonfly for their family crest? In some European countries, dragonflies are called devil's needles, and folklore suggests that they fly around, sewing up the mouths of children who don't do as they're told. In Japan, some samurai... aka Professor R. How could such an intelligent person... Were you thinking about Galena too? And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states? Zack, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me. Compared to the scale of this entire country, New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Zack, we can't fall behind this time. We need to stick close to him.
Holy moly, you should have told me that to begin with, man. Wasted all that time. Oh, come back here. Don't want to lose it again, for crying out loud, and go back, start from that tree again, for crying out loud. Oh, finally, another red tree. Oh, that was far away, wasn't it?
Hey, Patty. How would you rate this creation?
Not bad, I reckon. They made good use of its natural form, while also pulling out the soul from within. The artificial color also looks pretty. You don't usually see this level of harmony. Something unnatural always ends up getting left behind.
Zach, did you catch all that? She sounded just like the curator of an art gallery in New York. I think we may have just uncovered a new side of her. But unfortunately, I can't see anything artistic about it. Honestly, it looks insane to me. That's all I get from it. And there's no way that this is a descendant of the tree that the General planted.
Oh my god, more following. Oh, for crying out loud. How far now? How far? How far do we have to go this time? You know, whoever designs these missions needs to like learn to come up with something more exciting, you know, because this is not exciting. Oh my, I thought it crashed again then. It's crashed a few times now. God's sake, man, can't believe it. What the hell? Can we get? How do we get over there? Hey! Oh, for crying out loud, we got to cross the bridge. Don't lose him. Oh, lucky. Crying out loud, man. Where was it? God's sake, man. Come on, speed up, speed up. Man, where the hell are we going? Gonna come up with like something that's more exciting, you know? I'm sure they could have done this mission a different way. Rather than making you run around long distances. God's sake, he's trying to lose us, isn't he? Where the hell is he taking us? But how the hell do I know where I'm supposed to go? God's sake. God's sake, man. Right, finally, for crying out loud, hopefully. No more after this, man. God's sake. Oh, is this the red tree?
Zach, now this is interesting. It looks like a tree that you could find anywhere, yet it's also unlike any other, completely alien. And look how it's weaved its way into the landscape. Almost like cancer cells invading a human body. You might not even notice it unless you're focused on finding it. And this feeling. As I gaze upon this tree, I can feel evil emotions rising out from within me. Why on earth did that Southern general bring this tree into this town?
What's going on? What's going on?
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Do not touch this tree. Got that, Patty?
Got it, Agent York.
We successfully spoke with the 17 comrades. I feel like they showed us a side of nature that transcends the realms of human knowledge. Next up is the Holy Allah. According to the Oracle, the Holy Allah needs to be filled. We may be due for another childish puzzle soon, Zach. But that's okay. After all, we came all the way out here to the boondocks. Why not enjoy playing by their rules for a bit?
Alright, where are we going now then? Alright, let's go. But before I go there, where is this? Right over here, isn't it? Maybe find the phone first, just to save it, yeah? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach? We've been in this town for longer than we originally planned, haven't we? Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm used to living out of my hometown, and I love southern food. There are some inconveniences, though. There's no movie theater in this town, nor is there a
Where's the phone then? Where's the freaking phone? Well, past that guy. Where is this a phone? Use indeed where to save it. Right. Guys, that will do it for this part. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and comment, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and help me rise.